on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think I enjoy getting telephone solicitations for my business? Just out of curiosity. That's a 1. It's very rare that I even listen to any of these. I get slammed with these on a regular basis.
I get slammed with this stuff all day long. And 99% of it is pure
What's going on, everybody? High Level Liam here, and in this video we're going to be showing you from A to Z me closing a crazy angry business owner. We ended up collecting over $1,000 from this business owner, and what's crazy is that this conversation actually didn't start with a cold call. It started with a cold SMS text campaign, and we're going to show that somewhere here on the screen. But I want to show this from A to Z. I'm going to show you guys me actually collecting the payment, Stripe receipts, everything verified, because I'm sick and tired of YouTubers out here saying that they're closing deals when all they're really doing is giving away free trials, not collecting any money, and hoping and praying that they're going to be able to get money from clients in over 30 days. So we collected 3 months, paid in full. I wasn't able to collect the payment on the demo call because I don't think he had access to a computer, nor did he have his wallet. But on the second call, which was a few days later, was able to get him locked in, got him 3 months paid in full for the SaaS, collected $750, and then about a week or two later, I called him up again and got him another $250 per month subscription for another one of the services that I offer. So we ended up collecting about $1,000 from this individual all together, and let's get right into it.
So what you're going to present to me is going to be a version of stuff that I've done already before, that I'm hoping that yours is bigger and better and more awesome. And if it is, the next step is that I'm going to present this to my partner, my business partner. And if it passes his muster, then maybe we can work together. A big percentage of what I do is to separate the men from the boys, the people that have something real to offer that don't, the people that want to develop a business or not, the entrepreneurs that want to learn how to market their business better and network and collaborate or don't. So you did a good job. Every single conversation I have with anybody is purely a process of figuring out what they're about as to whether or not I want to work with them. So in reality, every single conversation I have is a test, it's a trial, it's a fact-finding mission to find out what they're about, to see whether they fit into my world, because I know what my world is. I know what I'm good at, and I'm pretty good at all that part of it. Awesome. Now, ironically, the single part that I'm not as good at as I want to be is what my own organization, Allied Entrepreneurs, is correcting, and that is the marketing of to be able to get the quality of leads that I want to do. I close easily 80% of anybody that ever actually calls me and or walks in this door.
But if you want to grow, you need more people.
The challenge is getting a volume of those people that are real buyers, that have money to spend, that know what the hell they're talking about, that aren't idiots, to actually come in to be able to go through the process.
Absolutely. So how long have you, what inspired you to start the business, and how long have you been in business now?
You should know the answer to that already if you would have done your homework, and you didn't. Shame on you, Liam. Shame on you.
Well, hold on.
It's on my website.
Right. You're right.
It's literally, it's on my website.
Okay.
I'm kidding you. I don't expect anybody to do that.
I can't. So, you're right, though. I should have. I was to be fair, it's no excuse. I'm not making any excuses, so we'll just leave it at that.
Liam, I'm kidding you. Nobody goes through all my website to doing it that way. By the way, my website is completely redone.
Yeah, what is it?
Was 6 months ago. .com.
Yeah, I saw that in your email. I thought I went to it, but
so it's still a work in progress. It doesn't have all the products on there purposefully.
What's it built on?
It's supposed to make, it's a WordPress, which is why, and the reason why it's WordPress is that my business partner, Allied Entrepreneurs, said.
So unfortunately, we are going to go ahead and fast forward through some of this, because this guy likes to talk a lot about himself and unrelated things to what we're actually doing here. And I'll be honest, this was not my best presentation ever. It went a lot longer than anticipated. he was a tough cookie. I did have to get him back on track quite a lot. And it ended up being over an hour long. Don't want you guys to have to sit through all that. We're just going to get to the best parts, the qualifying questions, the parts where I'm putting him back on track, and of course the realizations that I help him come to. And of course, we're going to be showing you where I actually collect his payment at the end. So don't worry, I'm not going to be another one of those fake YouTubers that calls it a close and just gives them a free trial. We're going to have everything to prove it, and you're going to see it happen. So let's get into it.
One of those methods that's actually worked. And I've done 3 of them already. I had one of them is .com. Those guys are so 100% completely full of shit. I could scream. That we did a campaign. I paid them $2,500. I was like, this is all they do for a living. They should be great at this. They did the campaign. They set it up. They have all these ads going out in Facebook to God knows who. Created 44 appointments. 44.
Not one of them.
Of those 44, 3 showed up. Of those 44, the only 3 that showed up are the only ones that were truly qualified, that weren't people that were broke. So how effective was that campaign? None. I bitched about it. I said the target market sucks. It's the worst. It's wrong. Oh, we'll change it. We'll correct it. They didn't. So I freaked out on them. I mean, you thought I was tough with your VA. I went ape shit on these people. So like, I can't believe how rude you are. I said, I can't believe how much you took my money and gave me one big piece of crap and you're not correcting it. So you're done. That's it. We're firing you anyway. Great. Fine. You gonna give me any money back? Of course they didn't.
Wow. They didn't even have a result. Well, look,
that makes sense.
100%. I agree. There's a lot of things to dissect there, but we'll get to all that. You're jumping ahead here. So you're in Philly. What's your average order value? Who are you serving? What's your average order value?
Average order value is all over the place because there's different strokes for different folks. I have people that call me and say, I got well, you know, I have to stretch that to get that to $300. It's usually $150 to $200 sale.
Of course.
And then I have families that are like, yep, we're moving in a new house.
$2,500.
That's a home run. It's you know, a $2,000 plus sale.
Yep. So if you're like a lot of people we talk to, you're probably somewhere in the realm of like $600 to $900 is your average ticket. Because there's only one number.
I'd say 6 is about right, because that takes in the lie and the hull. Like if somebody a average for somebody with means is going to be in the $500 to $800 range. It's like $700 to $1,000.
Yep. Okay.
And that's without any accessories or anything else. But so yeah, that's about right. And that's what the market that's been going well for me lately has been. Yep. So I'm making less sales these days, but more higher ticket sales. People that come in that they're like, $900. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
they get it. That's the kind of people that I want. I don't want people like, oh my god, I gotta spend
$300. Yeah,
I don't have time for that.
What do you time for that? Well, I have some ideas for that. We'll get into all that juicy stuff later. What are you doing in terms of revenue per month? 20, 30, 30, 50, 10?
Yeah, let's call it 20. It is about right. I have some months over, some months under.
Yeah.
Last year, I think I did. I haven't figured out the numbers yet because I just can't be bothered with doing it yet. But I think it's somewhere around 225,000. And which I was happy with considering COVID and all that other shit.
Not to hurt your feelings, but you're not a real big store, you know.
Don't want to be.
Okay, good.
I honestly don't. I like my life the way it is. I like the fact that I can manage this. I get my share of my sales. It grows. It does what it needs to do. Would I like more volume? Yes. Would I like to be able to actually
scale,
subcontract all my deliveries in a very succinct way? Yes, that's in process as well.
Good.
Would I like to at some point have an employee to do all the shit that I don't want to do?
Yes.
No, I really don't. Okay. No, because then I have an employee. Employees suck. Employees are annoying.
Well, if you have a bad one, that's for sure. But if you find the right ones, for sure.
Well, So
All right. Let's stay on track here. Let's stay on
a
track.
partner may be more realistic.
Yeah,
And I have a method in which I can do that. Somebody's going to like,
Okay.
hey, Vic, do you want a partner? Yeah, I can do it. This is how it's going to be.
All
It's
right.
going to be a big, complicated deal.
Right. Okay. Now
But a
how
good
are
one.
you driving most of your business? How are you spending, how much are you spending in ad dollars? Where is it allocated? What are you doing? Zero. Okay. You're spending $0. And how are you driving business in Facebook Marketplace? I mean, how are you driving? You just walk bys, drive-ins.
It just happens. So this is what I'll say. A third of my business comes from my network, which is huge. A lot of people know me and trust me, and I do a lot of networking. I run an entire global network. I have two other ones that I show up to on a weekly basis, and one of them that I'm on the steering committee for. I get business referred to me just because
You're
I
known
can.
in the city. Yeah. It sounds like you're very
And
active
my
in the
existing
city.
customers produce a fair amount because they know and love me, and they know that they're going to get paid to some degree to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I have a program that I created called Cryptomat Bucks
Mm-hmm.
that people are starting to learn about and know that they realize that if they refer me about $3,000 worth of business, instead of paying them $300, I put them into one of my cryptocurrency hedge fund awesome campaigns that will be a Facebook um, page that I don't do a whole lot with, that I probably will at some point in the future.
Okay, no worries. I just want to get an idea of what you're doing. Now here's where we start talking about what we offer and what we do, our software. Do you have a CRM, a database where you're collecting current and former customers along with people that are expressing interest but not bought? Are you building a database of names, phone numbers, emails?
I am, and it's fairly recent in the process of starting it. It's a labor of love. It's the single thing that I never seem to have time to be able to do amongst all the rest of the stuff that they do.
Mm-hmm.
But that process is going to be taken to the next level as I roll out this self-funding marketing campaign, because that aspect of it is crucial towards that whole process working over the course of time, because it revolves around itself in a big way. So I'm going to grandfather in some of the already existing ones that I have on that to be able to have that list be bolstered. And that's, I literally at home have a series of orders that look kind of like this, that I have to physically manually put into a Google spreadsheet.
Oh, you're
It's
using a
there and
Google
have it, and then I
spreadsheet.
could do it.
Okay. So you're putting all of that in a Google spreadsheet?
But that process is going to be automated in a big way once you start doing the self-funding marketing campaign.
Yes, 100%.
And I'm going to add them in along those lines. And by the way,
this
I'm
will be
doing the
good.
same thing with my passive income business with a whole nother big, huge
You're
program.
gonna love this, Vic. Well, if you, I think you might love this, but you could be a wild card. So, you're getting walk-ins. So you're just mainly getting walk-ins, praying people walk
No,
in.
there's no walk-ins. There's no. I despise walk-ins.
Good.
I discourage walk-ins.
You're
I
all
work by appointment only.
Okay,
period.
good. Okay,
So
good.
the internet thinks that I have hours from 12 to 5 every day, except Sunday 12 to 2.
Yeah.
So there are occasionally, sometimes people just show up and I'm not here, and they'll call.
You're getting a lot of calls.
Some bullshit excuse as to why I'm not here.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here and wait for people to show up. I just don't do that. On Saturdays, I do.
Yeah.
Saturdays, I do. I have retail hours on Saturdays.
Right. So you're getting a lot of calls. I mean, I'm just trying to understand. So you're not doing a whole lot of ads. So you're just getting a lot of calls, or people that that refer, that just text you. They just call you like, "Hey, I want to come by." It's like, so it's very homegrown, local, just like you are the business, basically, Vic.
Oh, there's no question. It's unequivocal. I am the business. I have no employees. Yep. I buy the product. I sell the product. I spec the product. I deliver it most of the time. Although I do have somebody that I'm grooming to do all those deliveries, because doing deliveries sucks.
Yep.
Hate it.
Sure does.
I shouldn't have to do that as a 63-year-old successful business person, but
Right.
I do what I do because I can, and it's all done on the phone.
Yeah.
Sooner than later, I'm actually creating an entire system of showing other companies how to do that whole process. And you and I actually could work together on that as a means in which to do stuff. So your marketing, my ability to be able to show them how to do the business, the marketing with you, I actually show them what to order, how they order, how to set it up, what their latest and greatest trends are. I charge them X amount per month to do that. Most of the marketing goes through you. I give them little tidbits. They soup to nuts start something that will get to a higher level than what I did faster because of everything that I've learned how to do over the last 10 years.
Yep. Well, 100%. You're getting a little bit ahead because marketing is actually it's part of this conversation, but it's slightly different. There's a couple components to what we do here. So we'll go through all of that. Now, how often do you have people that call and maybe don't show up, or maybe show up but don't buy? Does that ever happen to you?
The call and not show up is occasional. It's rare. It's usually an internet-based scenario. Referrals always show up.
Yeah, of course.
And the not buy, it happens. It's rare, but there's usually a reason for it. And I almost always insist on uncovering that reason.
Business. I mean, do you have a business phone? Like, how's this? You have a landline? What do you have
We're talking on it now. I run my entire multi-million-dollar empire on my cell phone.
Beautiful. And do you have a separate business line, specifically separate from your personal line, of course, that you're sending text and making calls that are recorded on for the business? Okay.
Nope.
Well, that's definitely something you should consider.
I probably should, and it's something that I will likely do.
Well, first of all, do you have any appointment system? So when somebody calls, says, "Hey, I want to stop by," are you plugging them into a calendar online anywhere?
Yeah.
Do you have okay, yeah, you have a Calendly. Yeah, you have the
Calendly.
Calendly. And then do you have any automated email, text message systems that will send? I know Calendly can do a couple, but there's a lot more that you can do. Do you have any automated email, text, like automated reviews? Do you have text messages? Let's say somebody reaches out or somebody calls you, you don't answer. Do you have a text message that gets automatically sent to try and catch that person? Do you have, hold on, let me double check something. Your website.com. I want to see if you have a chat widget. Do you have a chat widget? You do not. Okay.
I do, actually.
Oh, yeah. Video. There it is.
It's in process of doing. It doesn't work right yet because the person that I have in charge of that is a complete idiot. And
it's not Bob, is it?
Bob who?
Bob. It says there's two agents. Bob.
Yeah, Bob is the idiot. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So he it's a long story.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Yeah, we got to stay focused.
If you had a 10-minute conversation with him, you'd hang up and say, I can't work with you.
Yeah. Okay. We've established that you don't record calls because you're pretty much using it all on a personal number. So your that's essential. So your personal number is what's being marketed as your business number?
Yep.
Okay. So that 215, that's literally your personal cell number.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. And you don't.
It's always the way I wanted it, in all honesty, because it doesn't matter to me whether somebody calls me personally or by business. People know I own a business, and they know that when they call me that I'm going to assume it's a business call. And
yeah, for sure.
Typically it's caller ID tells me who it is and we're good to go.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't have any issue with that.
And then how about your reviews? Are you actively building your reviews?
Yeah, I have a few ways in which I drive reviews. They happen organically. That's gone pretty well. So I think I've done an okay job at that. Could there be more? Sure. but there's no bad ones. They all went away a while ago.
Right. Good. So that kind of gives you an idea of everything that one of our softwares can do here for you. One of our systems can do. So let me double check. I'm going to share a couple of things. You saw that website I sent you, correct? You watched some of those videos on that website?
I did.
Do a lot of heavy lifting, but you still have to use it. Software only works as much as you work it. But as you work it, it will become more and more automated. Make sense? What is...
It does and it doesn't. So
Yeah.
it makes sense in a sense that it confirms my belief that the single biggest mistake that I've made in this business is not developing and monetizing my list.
100,
I admit that.
1,000%.
There's no doubt
1,000%.
about it. It's unequivocal. It's shameful.
Yeah.
I mean, I've sold.
Yeah. How many people have you sold throughout your lifetime? How long you've been in business? You never told me.
10 years.
10 years. So how many people you think you sold in 10 years?
25,000.
Okay, so you're telling me if you had a 25,000 person list and you sent out, hey, I'm doing a referral campaign, you don't think you'll get a couple of conversions in a weekend?
About it. It makes me nauseous thinking about how that I've screwed that up.
It's okay. You just didn't know.
No, I did know.
You did know.
I just didn't really feel like dealing with it because part of me always said, all right, my business is okay, but I want more. I want to do other stuff. This is just going to kind of just happen. And it did. And it has. Right. And it probably always will. Could it be bigger and better? Yes. Could it be done more efficiently? Yes.
Yes.
Could just the database alone get me to the next level? Yes.
Oh man, if you had that $25,000, yeah. I mean, imagine if you get 10,000. If you had 10,000 Google reviews, you would probably be dominating your city. But hey, it's okay.
That wouldn't be, because there'll still be other stuff that would preclude it.
Yeah, of course. But you get the point. If you had a list of 25,000,
I do. The question is, using your system, your software, versus the way in which I'm in process of doing that prior to knowing you, what the difference is going to be, and how and if there's any reason why I should combine the two systems, and how I would combine the two systems.
Well, yeah, let's talk about that. Go ahead.
And I'm not sure I can answer that question, because the way in which I'm doing this development now is new, it's organic, it's going to create the list and the leads and lead them down the path. And it's not going to be immediate. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to basically sign in for the database because we're giving them something for free. We know that they're going to buy it eventually. They admit that they're going to buy it eventually. So we're going to start that process. So this list I'm going to create is not, it's technically mine, but it's not just mine because of the 5 strategic partners that are paying me to develop that.
Your payment method's missing. Please add your card.
Yep.
I could do that now, right now.
Yep. I'm not gonna.
Oh, you mean you want me to pay you? What's with that? You don't work for free, really? Add payment method. Let me see if my.
Here, I'm gonna turn off your screen share real quick while you do that, because obviously this is recorded. Don't want that on file recorded. So
where the hell did I put this? Good.
And then you'll be on the.
I gotta go to the car, literally, to
okay.
get my credit card. Hold on.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna grab some water.
When this name on card, does it want to have everything?
Just your primary.
Technically, a name on the card is my company name and my personal name.
Yeah, just do your personal name. That's fine. It's usually what I enter when I'm filling out stuff on my business card. All right, and then once you got that set up, let me know, and then go ahead and share your screen again.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, cool. All right. So let me get you turned on here. Okay. All right, awesome. So if you've made it this far, make sure to start calling out these fake YouTubers who call a free trial a close. It's something that really makes me frustrated. And hopefully it should frustrate you too, because you're not getting real value if they're not collecting any money. And also, if you want some proven SMMA and SaaS cold call scripts, be sure to join my Discord down below, SaaS MMA Launch, and you can get those free scripts as well as a playbook to your first client. Anyways, guys, appreciate you watching this far, and we'll see you next video.